What's up, Elevate 88? How are you guys doing? I just jumped off a mastermind call with my Elevate mastermind, and it was a really short one, and I still have a lot of energy. So I was like, what do I do with that? So I came in here, and I'm going to do a live, going to do a little riff on a topic that has been coming up in my mastermind the past few days. So I'm going to do a little riff on this in here, but also just say hey, see what's up, see what's going on. So if you're here live, say hey. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay so I know when you got here. But I hope everyone's having a fabulous week. I got back from Australia on Monday and didn't plan anything with my week, but I have been running around doing errands and just life admin stuff, like had to call my insurance. Bentley's pet insurance is closing, so now I need to find a new insurance. I have to renew my passport. So just like all this admin stuff of like, I don't want to do that. So I've just been doing a lot of stuff, but it's been good because it's been making me feel very accomplished. By the end of the day, I'm like tick, tick, tick. But anyway, it's been kind of busy since I've been back, but I wanted to make some time and come in here and say hi to everyone. So I'm doing a little riff today on clarity, because what has been coming up in the mastermind lately, it has been the topic of how, when I have so many goals, when I have so much going on, so many things that I want to do, there's so much that I want to achieve, when I have all of these things in my mind, these visions and ideas and wants, dreams, goals, desires, where do I begin? Like sometimes it's so much, it's all encompassing, and we get paralyzed with, I don't even know what my next step is. And this can happen without you even knowing it, because you feel like, well, I know what my goals are. I just don't know, like, I don't seem to have them here yet. I don't even think I'm close to them. And we forget, we just jump from like, this is my goal, and is it here yet or not? And sometimes we forget that the clarity of what is our next step, what is that next aligned action step, what is that for you? And when we don't sit and think about this, we can get all up into our head and forget that we're missing some steps here. Which is no big deal. It doesn't take very long to kind of gain this clarity, but this is what I see happen with my clients. This is also what I noticed was a pattern with myself, that I would be like, this is my goal. And then I would just throw it out there, and a day, a week, a month will go by, and I'm like, nothing's happening, goal's not closer, don't even know where to begin now. It feels further away than it did when I thought of the dream, and you kind of just get overwhelmed, and you don't know where to move. You don't know where to move your energy, direct your energy. You don't know what your next step is. You don't even know what foot to take forward first. So this is where clarity comes in, and I want to talk about clarity in regards to ideal outcomes. So what I mean by this is, yes, you may have lots of big goals. You may have multiple goals in different fields, and I'm all about this. It's like one of my main messages. I really do believe we can have it all. We can have the perfect relationship. We can have the perfect career. We can have the perfect lifestyle. We can live in the perfect city. We can buy the perfect house, rent the perfect house. We can go on the perfect vacations. We can have all the babies. We can do all the things. And I believe that with my whole being, that all of it is possible. There's a way to be able to hold it all without feeling like you're sacrificing relationship for career, or career for relationship, or whatever, right? So most of you, actually every single one of you, I already know, identifies or does identify as a big dreamer and a high achiever, because that's what this company is, and that's what it probably attracted you to me. So most of you would identify and circle that box if you saw it on a paper. You'd be like, yep, that's me. I'm a dreamer and a high achiever. So when we are these types of people, there's multiple goals, and they're normally all really big, and they're all pretty juicy, and we want them all now, and we're ready to go for them. But then we get like overwhelmed with how big it all feels, and we lose the clarity. And the clarity is the thing that brings us back into our body. The clarity is what brings us out of our head, out of the clouds, and back into the body, and is like, what do I need right now? What is my next step? What is that next thing that's going to nourish me to get me to where I need to be? Do I need support? Do I need to reach out to someone? Do I need whatever it may be? But the clarity is what brings us this. And knowing what your ideal outcome is what is going to differentiate your next step from the big umbrella of the goals. So when I say ideal outcome, I mean, out of all these goals, out of all the goals up there, what do you want next? What is, if you could pick and choose the order that it comes in, what is your ideal goal? So I'll give you an example of this. When I was at my retreat in Sedona, this kept coming up a lot with the other entrepreneurs, the other women entrepreneurs. And I could see how quickly we rattle off into heavens of dreams and lose sight of the ground. And I get it. So basically what I learned from this experience was, and from witnessing so many women do it and talk about it, and also myself, was we'll have these goals, and in business terms, let me just use what I've been selling. So I have my private coaching, I have my mastermind, and I'm about to sell a group course, right? So the ideal outcome would be, I could get caught up in my head and be like, I want to do all three. How do I do all three? There's so much going on. I want to have all three going at the exact same time, and I want all of it to move, and blah, 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 blah. And then the ideal outcome would be, okay, my ideal outcome is I want to make X amount of money per month. I want to get recurring revenue. So if that's my ideal outcome, which one out of these three options is going to get me to my ideal outcome now? Because that's the goal. That's what's really pulling me, is my desire for a certain amount of money per month, certain amount of income per month. I want to build my wealth. So if that's my desire, then I need to focus on now, what is the next step to building that? Not how do I build this whole business and have so many things running, right? So the ideal outcome is what you're specifically seeking. And it could be, I want to get a promotion. So if that's the ideal outcome, but that's one of your dreams, okay? Getting the promotion, but in your dream list is also move apartments, upgrade houses, find the love of your life, buy a Louis Vuitton bag, and go on a big vacation to the Bahamas. Like, that is your dreams for the year. But what you really, really are desiring that's going to help all of that come to life is the promotion that's going to bring you triple your salary, and that's going to give you access to all these things. You can go buy that Louis bag, you can go do this, you can go do that. But if we're looking at our goals being like, when can I play in the Bahamas? I haven't got my Louis Vuitton bag yet, still haven't met the love of my life, and I don't have my promotion. And then we're like, I'm so far away from everything. This is where we zone in on the ideal outcome. What are we looking for here? What do we need? What are we seeking right now? Instead of focusing on every single thing that you desire and dream of in this entire universe, let's get clear on this exact ideal outcome so we can get clarity around what the next step is. That is in mind with all of the dreams, but is going to get you a step closer to the ideal outcome, which is going to be a step closer to manifesting all the dreams. So clarity on the ideal outcome is going to give you your next step. What is your ideal outcome? What are you seeking? What are you desiring the most? What has your attention the most? What are you doing it all for? What is it all for you? Whatever your goal is, what's the meaning behind it? That would probably help you get clear on the ideal outcome, get clarity around what it is. And by looking at this, you get to be like, okay, what is my next step to get that ideal outcome? And this helps you simplify the process of trying to manifest all your dreams without overwhelming yourself and getting paralyzed in there's too much to do, or feeling like you're further away from what you desire than you would like. This has helped me so much, you guys, because it's helped me streamline my energy, and it's helped me streamline my thoughts in a way that is laser focused and benefits the big goal. But it gets me closer to what I am actually seeking right now. And it's not super easy to remember to do this all the time. Like, we can definitely get caught up and carried away in the excitement of all the things. And if you don't feel like this is a problem for you, you don't need to worry about the ideal outcome, and you can go play in all the realms. I love that too. But there's sometimes when, and I'm sure you have felt this at some time phase in your life, when you're just like, there's so much I want to do, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. So if your ideal outcome is you want to go on a dream vacation this month, and it's a part of your dreams, it's on your vision board, then your ideal outcome gets to be, okay, well, let me look into where I want to go. Let me look into how much money that's going to cost. Let me look into the time of year that's going to suit me best to go on this big, beautiful, dreamy vacation. Now I know all of this information, and I know I need to put X amount of money away a week, a month. And now by then I'm going to save up and have the money that I need to have this vacation. And it's going to be smooth and effortless instead of forking out a big chunk or feeling like I don't have the money to do it. You're prepping, you're planning, you're getting your action steps in alignment. You're getting your action steps, your little ducks in a row, so you can move in the right direction instead of be like, there's too much going on. I don't even know. So this is my little riff on clarity. And if you have any questions, pop them in the thread below and I can answer them. At the moment, I have, oh my God, words, Tanya. I have a March giveaway going on, which involves 3 prizes. I haven't actually done a live about this, but there's a post somewhere in here. I did a post somewhere in here right before I flew back from Australia, and the March giveaway is pretty fucking epic. So if you haven't looked at it yet, I advise you to skim by it and see if you want to participate, because the prizes are pretty good. The prizes are pretty good, if I say so myself. Basically, these 3 prizes are: invite 1 to 3 people into this Facebook group and have them follow the Elevate 88 Instagram, and you get the self-love bundle, which is my 3 top modules from 3 different courses. This bundle is really good. It's really epic. And it's so easy to get. So that's like the easiest one. You win that like immediately. Invite 1 to 3 people in, get them to follow Elevate 88 on Instagram, and you will be sent the self-love bundle, which is 3 epic modules. One of them's from Money Mindset. One of them's from Made for This, my confidence course, which was fucking awesome. And then one of them's from Daydreamer. Then prize number 2, and you can win all 3 of these prizes, by the way. Prize number 2 was, what was it? Oh, invite 5 people into the Facebook group and have all of them follow Elevate 88. So after you do the first one, you only need 2 more after you get 3. 5 people total, and you get, is it 5? Yeah, 5 people into the group. Oh my God, I should have looked over this before I decided to talk about it. Into the group and on the Instagram, and you get $500 credit to anything in Elevate 88. And hint, hint, my next course is coming up. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be really freaking good. And if you want the credit, get the credit. Do the prize. So that is number 2. And then prize number 3 is the big kahuna. And that is if you invite 10 people. So after you do the first 2, you just need 5 more. Invite 10 people total into Elevate 88. Have them all follow Elevate 88 on Instagram. And then you win all of those the first 2. And then you also win a private call with me for 1 hour. And we can do a laser coaches. I'm so jet lagged, you guys. A laser focused coaching session on you, where you're at, what your goals are, and get crystal fucking clear on that clarity on what your next step is, and help you get activated, inspired, and motivated. So you can take steps in the right direction toward your goals, get clear on where you are, get clear on what you want, and boom. Boom, baby, alignment is hit. So the coaching call is super valuable, and I don't do single coaching calls, so I don't even offer them. So it's the only way to kind of work with me unless you're in my mastermind or do private coaching. So those are the 3 giveaways if you want to participate. If you have any questions, send me a DM, but I love you guys. I think that's it. I think that's me. All right. Bye, you guys.